Hello everyone, Rex here. Today we're coming from you we're coming to you from underneath the deck here and beside the hot tub in Jeffersontown, Kentucky, which is actually part of Louisville, Kentucky. We're going to be installing a Aquatic Ozone Generator from A2Z Ozone, and you can find them on the web at A2ZOzone.com. This company is located right here in J-Town, Jeffersontown, Kentucky. And they provided this for us to install, and we're going to go ahead and put it in. Very simple install, even simpler. So this hot tub model actually had provisions, for a ozone generator to be installed. I already had the template of where to mount it, and inside the control box here, it already had a connection point for you to get your power from. So it's very simple. You have your power, which I've already routed up over the top and over to here, and I'm going to run my power through a small timer. We don't use the hot tub so often. The ozone generator doesn't need to be running constantly, so I put a timer on it, and this timer is capable of 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, etc. And it is running in while the circulation pump is running. Circulation pump runs all the time, very slow, very small volume. It brings your water in from your intake from your main well in through your pump, and you can see it coming up and out into the heater. The heater will heat it, and then back out the return, and the return goes back into the hot tub. And that's where we'll put the ozone injection system in. And it comes with just this section right here, and I had to come up with some adapters, some hose adapters, to be able to plumb it in this location. And you do have to be careful to make sure you have the right flow air going, which in this case is this direction. It does have a check valve right here to prevent water from getting up into your unit and ruining your ozone generator, as it does another check valve right here. And to further help that, I've routed that up and over so it's higher than the water level, so you have another layer of protection there, so you don't have water backing up into your ozone generator. So as I said, this particular unit was already made for a generator, so all I needed to do was take it off, find the connection point in it, and it did right here. I know probably can't see it on the camera, but it has connections, to get, power and ground for the ozone generator. So I was able to connect to my little plug in there, put my connectors on, wire it into my timer, and then then I connected the timer back to the ozone generator. So the next step is just to cut the hose, install the injector, and hopefully I don't get too wet. Generally, you will want to go ahead and drain all your water out of your hot tub to make this a little bit cleaner install. But we had not long ago just changed the water in the hot tub, so I hate to dump the whole 500 gallons again. So I'm going to cut this and probably put my thumb over the hole, probably get a little wet, stick those connectors on very quickly, and get it done that way. If I get wet, then I get wet. So I'm going to pause here for a second, put the cover back on the controls, and then we'll cut a hose and try to finish this installation. Okay, we're back here. We're just about ready to cut the hoses and install the injector in line here. But before we do here, a quick word about safety, of course. In my opinion, this is well within the realms of a homeowner to install. Very simple installation. But again, you are dealing with water and electricity, so the first thing you need to do is make sure your power is off. And this particular model has two breakers out there that controls this, one for the pump and one for the heating circuit. So you need to make sure that all power is off, which I did with my handy dandy voltmeter here before I attempted any of this. So if you need help, get help from a friendly local electrician or a friend of yours that has that knowledge, or plumber, or whoever, whatever kind of help you need. So the tools that I'm using right now are just simply going to be these shears and a knife if I have trouble. So I'm going to cut it off and let the waterworks begin here. Alright, first cut. Trying to keep some of that spray down. My next cut is right here. There we go. Lots of water. In we go. In we go. There we go. A little too messy, but not too bad, and a whole lot better than me having to dump 500 gallons and start all over again. So from here, I'll place a hose clamp on here and here to make sure that connection is secure. Straighten this up just a bit so it is pointing more straight up. I don't want my door to hit it. And then I'll go up top, turn the power back on, come down, check that the ozone generator is working, check power, button it all up, and we'll enjoy cleaner water with less chemicals. And again, A2Z Ozone is the website, A2Z Ozone.com, and that's where we got this from, right here in J-Town, Kentucky. So thanks to those guys for providing this unit, and hope everyone else can have a simple and trouble-free install as I have. Thank you.